Shark Dive is nearly dead. Lopushinsky putting in work, but that's a huge volley bear ultimate there. And Wesley and Shield, they clean up the fight. Pad plays. He's trying to make the solo play, looking for that upper 90. Gravity to make a pulse, puts it low and gets the goal. And so that will be the Condors.
Angle going, working up the flash. We get 1, 2, 3, 4, all down at once right at the start of the round.
That was
Condors.
probably the quickest round.
Conestoga College is setting the stage for a new era in gaming. In 2025, we're opening a state-of-the-art esports venue, a premier facility for high-performing gamers in Canada.
In this 10,000 square foot facility, we're putting you in the center of the action. The facility will have 50 top-tier PC stations, 5 console stations, immersive VR stations, a team operations room, a full production suite, and a premier competition stage.
Esports is a rapidly evolving industry with global viewership of 532 million in 2022. This initiative goes beyond esports. It's also a platform for forging bonds, making memories, and creating connections.
Since 2020, Condors Esports continues to evolve, providing industry-leading facilities and experiences to the esports community.
Conestoga's esports venue expresses a sustainable and intentional future to compete, play, and work, all powered by gaming.
Hello and welcome all to the Condors Esports facility here at Conestoga College. I'm watching some Rocket League today.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. It's the greatest esport of all time, so I'm glad that we're starting our week off with that.
Okay. You can't, take all the glory in the Rocket League esport just
may
like
be
that.
biased.
Come on.
Just
There's
a little
other,
bit.
so we got other good titles out there
That is
we
true.
stream.
And we'll be watching them later. We do have
Yeah,
Valorant on
yeah.
the stream later on. And in terms of teams, our Valorant squad is actually one of the best. So
Exactly. See, they're pretty
I
good.
can't say
They're pretty
much.
good to watch. You enjoy it.
I'm just biased, as I said.
You're not
Anyways,
biased.
today we're looking at some NACE Rocket League. At 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock is when you're going to see our Valorant Gold squad kick off and see if they can continue their streak of kicking butt. But our Rocket League squad also has been kicking butt.
It's been a lot of butt kicking here. You've seen a lot of butts kicked.
Watch out. Conestoga's coming for you. Condors have a great collegiate program in place, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you see it, too, with the facility here. There's the squad hanging out, chilling. They always have incredibly good attitude when they're sitting down and they're playing and they're getting into their matches.
Yeah.
We've seen a little sneak peek. We're not going to spoil anything for you guys, but they're having fun today. That's for sure.
I mean, that's what they say, They say it's all fun and games, but it literally is all fun and games.
That
what we
literally
see here.
games.
Yeah,
That is what-
literally fun and games.
That's what they're doing. And our roster, as usual, Chunk 80 and Rashil will be fielding the pitch with Hurd behind them, or the coach sitting right across from them. You might be able to sneak
No
a
poop
peek at
hat
them.
today.
No, not yet.
Not yet?
I'm wondering if we
You
see
think
one.
he's going to have to equip it?
Maybe.
If things get a little...
Because here's the thing. I've also been informed by Coach Hurd that they are trying a couple new things out just to try to make that offensive side of the field a little stronger, and that there's no confusion when they're rotating out some of those players from offense, right? Because we've said it before, and we've said it on broadcast a few times where we've noticed a lack of continued pressure. The rest of their game, pretty solid, but the continued pressure, we know that they can dominate. I've seen them in free play. Their mechanics are solid, but we always pull back a little bit. There's that second man maybe not there. So we always kind of have that same roaming third man a lot of of times it ends up being Chunk. But they want to try something new today. They want to tighten up those first and second man, get those two-man offense happening so that they know if you're first and second man, get in there, get involved in the play, and that way whoever's rotating out is like, oh, I'm third man now, and it allows Chunk to get involved in the play a little bit more.
He always seems to be sort of the anchor in the back. He always dedicates himself to being that third man role, but we've seen him good. Like when he gets the chance, he gets in there, makes some good shots on goal. And even some passes, like he's got the skills there for it.
I mean, that's the thing with a Rocket League squad is all three players need to be involved. I mean, you see so many across traditional sports and even esports. Oftentimes, you play a specific role, and it is a little bit true in Rocket League too. You generally have your anchor, even in top level. You'll have that one player that tends towards something. You'll have your disruptor. You know, you'll have that singular mechanical guy that gets in there, takes down two of the opponents, so that way the other two only have one to deal with, and sets up a passing play of that playmaker. But you want every single player being involved.
Exactly.
Right? Because if you get those really clean, enabled rotations, then you're just unstoppable. That pressure, that offensive power, and onslaught is not going to stop.
That's what they're trying to figure out right now. Going to give it a little bit of a test run, even a test flight, one might say.
Right, because aerials.
Oh, I was more like Condors.
Oh!
It works both ways, though.
I guess it was double. You're just double. You're more smart than you ever thought you were. What was that? That's not the appropriate response to that.
I thought it was something positive, and then I processed it.
Anyways, we're getting into it. It's going to be a best of 5 here in NACE. And again, we're up against a Montgomery College. And I got to say right now, I know it's going to be a 3-0. You want to know?
Yeah.
It's because
you smell it?
Well,
is there like a scent coming out of it?
Well, yeah, it's more of the typing. We spelled esports right in our logo.
Oh, yes. Yes, you got to get that uppercase E and not that uppercase S.
It doesn't even matter if they're all lowercase. Where's that capital S coming from?
I don't know.
Oh, man.
Apparently, sports needs to be dominant. It needs to have a lot of prowess on it.
You know what? I'm going to buy ice cream from everyone in Montgomery after hearing this, if they change their logo.
You're going to buy them ice cream?
Yeah, I'm going to buy them all ice cream.
That's a lot of people.
I don't care.
Wow.
That's how passionate I am.
You have a really
about it.
strong stance on this, yeah.
Yeah, as we all should, but no goals yet. As a banger flies down the other end of the field off a pinch. You know, you want to see that early goal. This will be, as we said, the Condors' chance to start figuring out that newer play style. And here's a surprise I want to talk about. They're all rocking the zippy today, which might indicate a bit of the confidence they have coming into this matchup.
Yeah, some colorful cars we're seeing right now, a bit different than normal. Used to seeing the Octanes, of course, but you know.
These are not meta.
No.
Although we do, look at that. Okay, Cyndaquil also has a. Oh, that's an interesting. I was going to say that's a Pokemon, isn't it? That's an interesting way to spell it. But Cyndaquil had a crab on their car too, so it's not even just the Condors rocking the toppers. I love
a crab.
Yeah, crab. I love the lollipop. Look at the teacup. What does Rashil have? Oh, the lollipop, or the lollipop, the pineapple.
The pineapple. His tongue out, yeah, catching a lot of bugs.
There are still no goals, we may add. So Montgomery is holding up.
They are. Like I said, Condors are still trying to figure this stuff out, get used to this new rotation style they're going for.
I like it, though. Look how fast Chunk got in. No hesitation to back up. He knew that he had a teammate behind him, and I'm second man. Let's get involved now. So it's all about, again, getting yourself on offense with a good amount of boost, and then that's when you want to really start working on that new play.
Trying it out here a little bit, but they're on the defense side right now. Oh, Chunk with a nice save, and Cyndaquil went in for the follow-up and just couldn't quite land it. Send it back over. Condors might get a good, possibly is going to go for aggressive transition over there. Couldn't quite catch up to it. Got to get out of their zone here now. Just get something done over in Montgomery's end.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a bit of a wake-up call, how close that was to Montgomery scoring. I mean, we're already past the halfway mark, and they almost conceded a goal. That was a little awkward. Montgomery got a couple more shots than I think they probably should have on that net. We see a lot of physical play, demos coming out as Montgomery tries to find that opening, and if they can't find it, they want to make it, and there it finally opens up. Condors, down a goal. Probably not the start they wanted.
No. Yeah, Montgomery managed to get a nice demo there in Chunk, open up some more space for them, and just both of the Condors defenders there couldn't quite get in time to block that shot. So that's, about 3 minutes in, Montgomery starts off. They got the first goal.
See if kickoff can change that momentum for them. They're on the attack right away. Chunk tries to slam one home. Puts one center, crosses it to, unfortunately, nobody. Maybe a bit of miscommunication on that play forward. It's going to be a couple kinks to work out here and there. Again, another one from Montgomery. It does feel like Condors, again, just trying to adjust to what they're going. This definitely feels like some hesitation on who should be going for the ball here as they work out that new situation that they're going through.
Yeah, it's interesting to see Chunk went in there, try to get a good 50 off, couldn't quite land it on the ball. And both the other Condor defenders were just immobile in net. They didn't have any momentum, didn't have any speed going to try and get up and get that ball. So maybe the rotation or the route they took back just didn't work the way they wanted it to. And it gave Montgomery that space to get that second goal.
Their two-man passing play to get that out of their own field, a hard transition. Now Chunk goes for the solo. Rasheel's right behind him, needs to pounce immediately. That's what we want to see from that new offense they've been talking about. And there's 80 to pull it in. Chunk immediately leaves. And Rasheel and 80 should work together. You had a little more pressure now, and finally a goal for the Condors.
They got some space there. 80 just able to carry it all the way on into net. See, Montgomery did a bit of a double commit before that to try and stop that goal, so it gave the opening for the Condors to follow up. And yeah, get that nice goal. Still not quite back in it yet. Down one, so try a bit more of this offense. That just worked for them there.
Uh-oh, demo is going to work for them again.
Oh!
You saw 80 flying by trying to get the save, but he spawned on the wrong side of the field. That's going to be a nice long clear. Cyndaquil's going to get the goal, the credit for it, but the demo really is what opened that up.
Yeah. Montgomery's really just disrupting the Condors right now, just taking them out. We've seen a lot of demos so far already, and it's really working out for them.
Good chance we don't see Zippy in the second round.
Yeah.
Not over yet, though. Condors could work something out here. They got 45 seconds left. They'll need a hard push. Nice hard
Chunk's
clear.
already there.
Chunk is trying to go for the demos as well. 80 in. Nice touch, but that's going to be dunked out by Cyndaquil. Leading the charge for Montgomery most of the time.
Hey, he's getting some good maneuvers off here, really just getting that aggression in on the Condors.
Now we have final 20 seconds left. This will have to be a hard push, but again, shut down. Chunk is up, and Rasheel again hesitant to move in, which will kill a lot of their pressure. Look at a boost steal, so they might be able to get one final goal before that clock kicks down, but it's not going to be enough to win this series. Maybe magically they can get a kickoff, but at this point, I'm going to say no. They're going to have to look to game two. Montgomery is going to be pulling game number one. At least they got one for the road, which is good. I think they're woken up a little bit, but I do not expect to see Zippy from the squad coming into game two.
Unfortunate. I was enjoying seeing Zippy. Little car.
Yeah.
Not a lot of surface area on that thing, though.
You see it on their faces. They're still smiling.
Yeah.
But they're definitely, oh, okay, boys, we got to take this a little more seriously, probably, coming into game two. You like to have fun, and that's what a lot of the Condors squads have been doing. Honestly,
exactly.
I say it so much because it's true. Even there in a loss, they're having fun, but they want to try something new. This is a squad they expected to be going against. They were looking at next week's schedule, a squad that was a little higher ranked. Today, they're like, oh, okay, it's a little lower than what we expect, but the fact that you can still get caught off. I mean, you asked me, oh, is this going to be a sweep? I said, no, I think Montgomery can probably take one.
They'll still put up a bit of a fight, yeah.
The rank difference isn't significant enough that if their backs are against the wall, they won't bite. Mm-hmm. And when you come in having fun, that's what happens, especially trying something new. But this, I think, is great for the squad because you're coming in trying something new. I mean, this is you don't want to do it necessarily against the hardest of all teams right away. Yeah. This will give you a good chance to see if it's even going to work in the first place. I think game two and onward is going to be that. You're going to see an actual proper try at what they've been going for.
They put some attempts at it. It looked like they almost fell back a bit on it in the mid to later portion of that game.
It's the habit, I think, is just it's hard to break.
Or maybe it was just because, like, we're kind of slowly losing this match. Let's go back to what we know instead of trying this new thing. Mm-hmm. But I hope they continue trying to develop this new play style they're doing further.
That's the hard thing is when you commit to a play style, it is so easy to try to just be like, okay, well, let's just go back to what we know. But you really have to stick to your guns when you're trying something new.
That's what this playstyle is all about. You got to get that communication in. You got to trust one another. Don't worry about those set roles and just focus on all that aggression.
And as I said, they're off the Zippy. Back
to Octane.
Back into real cars. Wimpy bit. There's a Wimpy Bluetooth.
Wimpy Bluetooth?
Wimpy.
Either way, you got that goal.
Yeah.
Almost 30 seconds in there a bit early. Condors gonna need to bounce back that pretty quick. Let's see. Kickoff right here. Condors get it. Going in. 80's gonna get it up right in the corner. Take a bit slow here. Bounce it out. Could be a good setup.
Good speed.
Nice off the backboard. Chunk starts to follow up, but up time. Maybe a double? No?
He had the flip reset and he tried.
Yeah.
Back down the other way. Newbers. He's got to find himself on the offensive half of the field for Montgomery. They're looking for a second goal. Cyndaquil can't get it. Hard clear. And now Chunk with the chase down on the demos. They're looking to get some of their own, but they forget to play the ball as a result. And it ends up back down in the a save there on the goal line. Chunk pushes to the side. Let's see what 80 can do if he get a good 50. Follow up by Chunk. Shield far side. Gonna get the pass center. And a 50 will at least get it down to Montgomery's half of the field. Now they'll be looking for those scoring lanes.
Try to clear some space here. It seems that Montgomery doesn't want to give them any like their ends, and is meeting them in the middle a lot more than falling back and waiting for the team to rotate. And
yeah,
then, as I was saying that, another goal went in there. 80, just barely missing it.
I'm just trying to watch a bit more. Again, when you're trying something new, it is easy for a lot more hesitation to come in, and we are seeing the Condors a little bit slower to a lot of the play. I mean, again, when they're on offense, we even saw it there. They're opting for demos instead of playing the ball, and the positioning as a result is costing. How many times I've seen almost every single one of the Condors have to hit the reverse button, and that's usually not what you want to be doing. That means you're probably pushed up a little bit too far, but if you're doing that, maybe it's because your first and second man were rotating out, so you thought your second. So that needs to be cleaned up.
Yeah, you want to get that momentum going, and you want to keep it. Use it for those plays. Oh, wow, across the field. Cyndaquil just launching it from, was that the net? Yeah. Just about.
Yeah, third
the Newbers there. Yeah, he got the good denial, pushed him out of the way.
Third man has been a little too far up a lot of times. We did see the Poop Hat making an appearance there. Third. Yep.
Okay, okay.
So hopefully that'll give them a little bit more of the luck they need here. They need to work together. Again, that second man needs to be on it very quickly. And whoever is on third man needs to be, oh God, that one in, needs to be making sure they're playing that third man right. They have all been a little too aggressive on offense. I know the goal is to be aggressive on offense, but that's up to the first and second man.
Yeah, they've been opening up too much space for Montgomery to just get that counterattack in, get a good transition going. Like we even just saw, across the map goal. So it's going to be a bit of a change-up from the Condors here once again. It's what we've been saying. It's this new play style, everything. They're just trying to get it figured out. They're just not exactly matching the speed they need to be putting out there right.
Good setup from Chunk. I mean, just great 50 caused confusion for Montgomery. It's still only one. They got 2.5 minutes left, but Montgomery here. But I did like how fast that Rashiel was in to take that. And that's what they're aiming for, is that stronger one or first and second man approach. There it is. That's what I want to see. This is good. And Rashiel knows how to do that. It's about involving Chunk in those plays. And Chunk needs to get on those. Potato.
But again, nice and good speed going in there. Don't give Montgomery any time. Post. So now, I've seen a lot of double commits coming from Montgomery too. So Condors are able to like pressure one of those out. Get a lot of space open up for a possible goal.
I mean, again, from what I've seen, peak Condor. A lot of mistakes.
Not playing to the best of their ability.
Hey, that's the point. Unfortunate. I want to see what happened here, actually. I think there was a demo that came in. So there's a lot of demos, which makes it a lot. Yeah, this is, there's been a lot of.
Because usually they do have Chunk being able to rotate back in time because he's the one that is used to hanging back.
To see, and I'll say it. Sitting out a
Got to take that example.
Chunk opts to go in instead, and I like that call from Rashiel. Chunk said, let me go, and I like that because he's trying to build up those habits of getting involved offensively. That's what they want to be doing. That's their game plan today.
Good demo going out there. Condors got some space open. Chunk.
Love it.
Nice.
Love it. The second Chunk made the decision to start essentially ball chasing on offense, we started to see that better offense because this is what they've been trying to work for. How fast he says, let me in there. Because we already know 80 and Rashiel love to be on offense.
Yeah.
So they'll be there if they have the space. But Chunk getting involved now is exactly what we wanted from the squad.
He's got to throw away a bit of that third man hesitation and just make these good plays. And it's working right now. They're only down 1 goal.
I got to say I feel, though, because I tend to be that third man player, and I hesitate way too much moving into offense. Nice. Good try. 80's going to be up, though. They'll keep that pressure on. We'll see if anyone stays in. It will be 80 again. They'll have to try with low boost from their own half, 5 seconds left. If they keep it up, they can keep this going. Keeping it up will be difficult when there's no one there to do exactly that. And now match point for Montgomery, but
it's looking better.
It's
looking better.
In the last minute, they found the groove.
They're getting into, you know, the well, you just said the groove of it.
Right.
And that's what I was thinking, the groove of it. So it's working for them. I think they just needed a bit of a warm-up with it, get used to it, and like you're saying, for Chunk to just shake off that hesitation. Get a bit more confidence, get what he needs to, you know, be able to get in there and get those follow-ups, gets those shots off, chase that ball, and use that speed that he's able to build up.
Right.
So it's
and he agrees.
That.
You see, he's
saying, he's shaking his head right now. He knows what I'm saying.
Let's do that. Yeah. But yeah, no, I think at the same time, it's so good that they have a good mentality about this because they can communicate. They know something was not going well at the beginning, and there's just that hard aggression from Chunk saying, "Let me in," has really opened up the team for a stronger offense. I'm excited to see if that really drastically changes because they have to have a sweep now at this point. This is a sweep. I think they could do it.
Yeah.
I absolutely. It's not even just my bias of being here as a Condors caster. I genuinely look at this and say, yes, they will have this once Chunk, and now that all three are involved in that offense.
So yeah, we just got to see it. Got to see good rotates coming out, and just once they get that transition going, once they get that clear, they all got to go in there and get ready. And whoever's that last person in, they got to take that third man role. But like you're saying earlier, the first and second man, full speed, use that momentum, and get that aggression going.
Oh, let's see if they can get one right off kickoff. Chunk immediately onto offense. We see 80 right behind him. He'll rotate out, and Rashiel should be in the play. Exactly what we want to see. I almost got a goal of it too, but that's it. I called it before we saw him on screen because that's where he should have been if they're playing the way that they're trying to.
Good start already. Yes. Goes to show that they're getting this play style going good. Chunk's already up there as well. Just a lot of possible setups coming in from the Condors. Only 30 seconds in. That's about 3 attempts on net we've already witnessed. See another one here. Chunk's right in the spot he needs to be. Was a little bit hesitated that time as well. That's okay. Did have 80 behind him.
Might have been low boost too. Missed 50 there. Rashiel will get the clear, but what a dunk! That is a zero respect pre-jump from Montgomery. That is wild that they would even do that. That's crazy. Rashiel should be able to clang that one back. 80 leaves instead. Must be out of boost. Chunk is staying in, and I guess it's not the worst play, seeing as Chunk was still deep in enemy territory.
Way back playing a bit defensive here now. See, Montgomery hasn't got many chances. They've got one shot on net so far, and Chunk is able to clear it out with ease.
Double? Oh, not double. That was a backward shot. He's trying to psycho his own net.
He couldn't quite make contact with it.
Chunk waiting for that touch. Great play. Bring it low,
Fakes
past
it.
one. Not free, though. At least they're still on offense. And low boost from Montgomery. This is where that complete offensive pressure needs to keep happening. They cannot let go of this rotation, and they're not. All three players are staying there. That was Chunk, Rashiel, then to 80. 80! Crossbar player and out, and Chunk is going to keep that pressure up. Rashiel finally has to back off because he's low boost. He needs to collect those pads. He needs to get back up to that midfield to make sure that this doesn't happen. And there it is, a cutoff from an attack from Montgomery. They end up back down in Montgomery's half of the field.
The just onslaught we're seeing right now is insane. Condors are just perfectly playing around each other, getting the good rotates out, getting that boost when they need it, and when Montgomery thinks they can get the chance to clear it out and get some pressure put on the Condors, it doesn't work. Either 80 or Rashiel is already there, and they're just in the perfect spot to deny Montgomery any breathing room. We see them
Halfway
just
left.
stuck in net this whole time.
And still no goals, though. Match point for Montgomery. This could be the first one. No dunk comes out, but there's Rashiel with the follow-up, and
Nice.
it's going to sneak in. I genuinely thought Montgomery had a defensive player to save that, but it just squeaks in. The right post placement on point.
Oh, Cyndaquil made contact with it, but didn't get a good enough angle to bounce that out.
There's the crab. Did you see it?
I did see the crowd.
Nice. I just wanted to make sure. Ooh, this could be chance. Nope, no attacker. Newbers was a little bit behind. Nice, clear for the Condors, rolling straight towards Montgomery's net. Now they can try to keep that pressure up again. A fake out there from Montgomery. We'll send one of our players flying. That's going to be a shot for Montgomery. Saved out by Chunk. He'll get the boost, so he should be able to hold this corner nicely, but he'll need someone else to help him out. In place of him, ooh, there's Rashiel, and they'll send that back down the other end.
A lot of long shots coming from both teams right now, not able to get any good plays going out. So the Condors have started to receive a bit of that offensive pressure from Montgomery. Demo did go off.
Rashiel missed the ball. Thankfully, the opponents did too, and that might be able to squeak in. Chunk can't find the angle, and that will bounce off that right post. Chunk stays in on offense, though. He gets a 50 up, 80, questioning whether he should go. He's going to play this one low. Can he get the flick towards the net? Not quite, and that'll be hard cleared by the defense of Montgomery. Down to midfield. Chunk again. Off the backboard. No dunk. Went a little bit wide for him. 80 now. He needs to be careful. Newbers is trying to go for another demo. Montgomery really likes that demo-heavy offense.
Yeah, they're playing a bit of a TDM right now.
Yeah.
Going after the Condors' throats. And it was working for them. It was working. So Condors, they have seemed to have been avoiding it a lot more in these recent matches. They did see that it opened up a lot of goal opportunities for Montgomery, as it would. And they've been, just steering a little more clear.
Center there. Rashiel might be able to dunk that one home. He gets it over to Chunk, but it's a little bit too far forward. That pass was dimed a little bit better. Can we get Chunk off the backboard? Rashiel and 80 are going to hold that midline. Rashiel up, solo play. No flip reset. He'll just go for the dunk on Newbers, but that gets cleared to the side. 80 now with 13 seconds left. They just have to hold off. They don't need another goal, so he's going to buy a lot of time. Flip reset, musty dunk. Oh, they got to watch down mid. Rashiel just has to be careful. Try to touch this one to the ground. As I said, they don't need a goal. They just need it.
Oh, just play it nice
down.
and safe. Nice and safe. There they go. They look good. I was very, very happy with that.
So are they.
Woo!
Yep, hydrated. Have to continue on. That's one down, 2 more to go. Remember, one more win for Montgomery will make you lose the series. That's how a best of 5 works.
Yes, yes. But, I think you were saying it right, that they've got this good play style going now. They got the rotations going out. We saw the first 3 minutes of the game was spent in Montgomery's end.
Yes.
They couldn't clear it out. They tried, but Condors were just responding to everything perfectly, rotating out, waiting for each other to get boost, and just buying time for each other to get back and create those offensive plays. And they got that one goal, and they held it all the way to the end.
That's what they wanted. You're seeing Chunk on offense a lot now. There are still a couple times I've seen there are still, what's great about this squad is I still see a few areas, easy things to clean up for Conestoga that would allow that pressure to be even more deadly. Okay. We watching free play. They got the mechanics. These players know how to control the ball. But there's a couple small things they can keep them on offense even more, whether it's those boost pad pickups, not going all the way back to your own end for 100, trying to get those pads a little more. It's called pathing, just making sure. Pathing, so you're getting the little guys, the 12 boost as you're rotating around.
Little fellas.
But this is going to come as they figure out how this rotation works.
Yeah.
Because you even saw a couple times where Rashiel really wanted to be on offense, but Chunk is also doing his best to be on offense too. They'll take a few more games to get that all worked out. But the fact that it's already working for them and they're turning the series around means it's the right direction for the Condors.
Yeah, even though they only got 1 goal last game, just the constant pressure they were applying. Ooh, close. Chunk comes in for the follow-up. Nice.
I think Rashiel did not get the double on the ball, but I think he got a double on a player. Did he land on the player right here?
Oh.
No, he might have gotten a piece of that.
I think I saw some sparks fly out. That was definitely contact.
Yeah, that might have set that defender off a little bit.
All part of the play. He knew he was there.
Calculated.
Yeah. Yeah, nice 30-second goal for Condors right away there. Close. Not quite. Montgomery wants to. He clears it out, gets back over to the corner. Gets demoed, so Condors going to have to fall back a bit away from the. Or no, gets demoed.
All 3 players there, that was a bit of an awkward push. They could have been off on offense a little bit stronger right now, but they had to switch around to the right side of the field because all 3 were kind of bunched up in one spot. Something with Rocket League you want to do at a higher level is make sure all 3 players have a cone of coverage. That would have been sick. That they can make sure they're covering as much of the map as possible with as little gaps as possible. I can't really explain it well without drawing it. But
need to get you a whiteboard.
Yeah. If anybody wants to know, go look up Verge's. It's kind of been the foundation of professional play for a few years now.
That's what we're kind of seeing. For most teams, they do go for that cone.
Yeah, you want to make sure that you're not all on top of each other because now you have a whole part of the map that you're not covering.
You pick your zones, you take control of them, and if an opportunity does arise, you do all collapse. Not all, but defensive players will collapse on it.
Chuck might be able to get a pass down. No, he leaves that one for Rashiel. Rashiel again, that second man a little bit late to the play. 80 was already back. You want to see him pouncing on that maybe a little bit sooner.
Still working on that speed, but when they get that moment where they have that momentum in the correct way it needs to go, works out perfectly.
Hippie trying to solo the entirety of Condors. It almost worked.
Looking a little good, yeah.
Oh, great pass to Rashiel, but he's going to miss the shot wide. 80 tries to clean it up, but that was a good involvement from 80. I like to see as a third man, he knew that Chunk could have gotten back if he needed to. Stayed involved in the play. Prevented a transition from Montgomery.
See right now, Newbers is trying to get in there, get a bit more disruption going within the Condors net. Couldn't quite work out because the shot on goal wasn't there in time. 80's going to get a good clear going out here. Yep, sends it over to Rashiel. Rashiel,
double tap.
Backboard, double tap off. Oh.
Even he got the touch. That was close. That still might have been post out, but that would have that was close.
Yeah,
and I like that play. It was a good pass up from the defenders.
We've seen a lot of good passes from the Condors this game so far as well.
Double commit there, but hey, double commit is not a problem as long as the ball goes where it needs to. And that got sent down into Montgomery's end of the field, so that's not one of those double commits you can complain about.
80 gets it past once, sending it up. Can't quite get it because both of his teammates are a little ways back.
Yeah, he was trying to get the flick, and that's the thing is, if he held that a little bit longer, he was scared that one of the opponents was going to ego challenge him. So he flicked it high and tried to go for the demo. He might have been able to hold it and get a flick up to the corner and actually turn it into a goal. But again, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
There's a minute left, and they are up by 1. All they need to do is not concede, and they themselves will find themselves at match point.
Long check coming out. Chunk's able to just barely tip it up. Get out of there, center over to 80. 80's got to get control here. All 3 Montgomery players were just on that one side. Let's see it. 1 minute left. Condors need to hold strong here. And take game 2, or not game 2. This would be game 4.
It's game 83.
Game 83.
Oh my God.
Quick caster math for you.
How long have we been here?
Good question. Time is an illusion.
Nothing matters except Rocket League.
That is true. I'm glad you finally came to see the light. Hey, that's going to be a freebie.
Ooh. That Montgomery defender was actually a lot closer to getting that than I thought he would.
Yeah, you have to just jump.
Yeah.
Because you have to guess where it's going to go. And sometimes you get a little lucky, but that's why I said that's a goal, because that was a very
hard
low chance
shot
save.
to save. Yeah.
Very low chance save.
There you go. Condors up 2-0 right now. 30 seconds left. Looking real nice. Send it to their match point. See a decider.
I imagine Game 3 is going to see a lot of demos from Montgomery. They're going to question, why did this happen? And they're going to say, we stopped getting demos. So they're going to do anything. They'll start getting desperate in Game 5, sorry. And I fully expect a lot of demos from Montgomery.
A lot of aggression.
Yeah. They'll be looking to open up anything they can at this point, knowing that the reverse sweep is on its way and the poop pad is working.
How do you answer back to that then? If a
turd.
team is using a lot of demos, they're trying to get real aggressive in your face, what does one do?
Don't get demoed.
Yeah?
Yeah. Actually, really, it is actually really kind of just what you have to do. If you know that your opponents are coming in for those cross demos, you're over here facing that way, and then someone's coming from behind to demo you. Yeah. If it happens once or twice, it's probably going to happen again. You really need to keep an eye on where those attackers are when they're on your side of the field. If they're trying to get those across those goal line demos, then you need to be aware and keeping your head on a swivel. Hitting that reverse look button.
Jump, get that little back out.
Well, even just looking, just making sure you're using your reverse camera to look backwards, keep an eye on what's coming, and listen to sound. You just have to be more alert. But another
more aware that they're coming for you.
Right. Another way to do it is to get in the air a bit more. I mean, if you know you have mechanical skill, we've seen it from all three players. They know how to flip reset. They know how to air dribble pretty cleanly. Get that ball in the air. Just start. If the ball bounces, double jump up, do a little air dribble, just get yourself off the ground. Because if your opponents are hard committing themselves to demos out of place, then they're going to be able to boost a lot. And if you can get yourselves enough boost to get in the air, I mean, that's what's
all you need. Get those aerial plays going.
But really, if you are getting hit by demos, it is very difficult to play against, besides just don't get demoed.
Yeah.
And
how do you play against demos? You don't.
Now, the other way, I just want to point out, we got 2 demos right off the kickoff.
Yeah.
Making sure.
Sending a message.
Yeah, we play their game.
Letting them know this is how this match is going to go. Be ready. Rashiel might clear it out here. Oh, gets denied a little bit, but he's still got some good momentum going. Can't quite get to that one. Oh, a few misses there. Everyone's ball right now. Chunk. Oh, wow. Okay. Aerials aren't going the way either team wants them.
Oh, I actually made a mistake. It shows they got a demo on their name when they demo us. Yes, they got 2 demos right off the bat.
Okay. Yeah, I get confused by that sometimes too.
Which is what I said was going to happen.
Oh yeah.
And they are just immediately, as I said, they need to make a statement. They need to shut down what Condors have been doing, and the way they did that, they think, was in the first 2 matches, was by getting demos.
Hey,
and there it is. You see Rashiel right there. He knew that player would turn. All you have to do is not get demoed. So what he did is back up, then go forward to avoid a bump.
Play slippery.
Yep.
Want to get at you. Ooh.
Okay, we'll take it.
There, yeah, interesting.
Now it's just the defender jumped.
Yeah, he jumped in. Let's see.
And just missed. Oh, did he get a piece
Chunk
of him?
hit him. Chunk hit him.
He did get a piece of him. Yeah, we only got to see him right after.
There we go. Tasted
I thought he was just bad at jumping.
Yeah.
He
thought he was bad at jumping. That's why I was wondering. I'm like, no way it could have been like that much of a mess up. But no, Chunk got in there. He disrupted him. Let that goal fly right on in. Yo, nice 1-0 already.
Ooh, that was a really awkward 50 for Chunk. That's the kind of goal that could end up in your own net, but thankfully it did not. They do have 1 to spare as they are up 1-0. We would look at 80 sharking on that far side, trying to disrupt a counterattack as Montgomery tries to roll down the left side of the field. Condors hold out the midline. Ooh, a missed wave dash from Chunk, but he stays on possession. 80 gets into play, but loses possession to Cyndaquil. And holding on
Chunks
to
in a
that
good spot
midline
there.
play.
Oh,
There it is.
Gets past 2. There you have it. Although he was in the back there, he was playing this third man role. He saw an opening, and he didn't even hesitate. He went right after it, and he got that goal. Perfect.
And with 3 minutes left, Condors taking a good party lead.
Party lead?
They've been eating their Wheaties. I don't know why Pirates eat Wheaties.
Do pirates eat Wheaties?
Yeah, I don't know why I went
I
pirate.
think if a pirate got offered Wheaties, he'd enjoy
Oh,
a good
probably. They
bowl.
probably
Yeah.
eat terribly.
Yeah, if they can. Most of them don't have teeth.
I would take, yeah, I would. Sure. For this economy, I'll take anything. Chunk trying to solo play. That would have been gnarly. That's good. Almost a goal by 80.
Crossbar.
Oh, Rashiel might be able to sink this one. Chunk
Chunk's
will have
in
an
the back.
opportunity. Does he have enough boost? He's confident to take it to the air. Like I mentioned before, they want to play that aerial game.
Oh,
they know
they
they're
had to
strong
triple commit it.
mechanically. 80. That's a flip reset. Double. Do it to them.
Oh!
Let's go. 80. Making a statement to Montgomery College.
Like you're just saying about those aerial mechanics. Look at this. Got it right off, and Montgomery just got off of a triple commit. Follow it up.
Boys are laughing about that one. They are happy. You didn't even have to really use the flip reset. And that's the thing is a lot of people get a flip reset and they want to use it. Flip reset actually might have, if he used his flip, he might have actually missed the attitude to just say, nope, I'm just going to tap it down into the net.
But it's still cooler that he got it.
Oh, yeah.
Condors are just on fire right now.
That offense that they were looking for is starting to come on through. This was started off with some demos, which I think was adding on to the fact that the Condors still didn't really have their footing.
Yeah.
They kind of switch it up in that game 3, got a dub, and it's been uphill ever since.
Like you said earlier, how do you avoid, getting that demolition play style, not losing to it? And they've been just kind of staying out of the way of them. And I've even seen a lot of just counter aggression. Condors have been getting a lot of demos, getting a lot of good bumps, displacing Montgomery College. Didn't quite work here. Montgomery got that demo, got rid of one of the Condors players. They couldn't quite get that defense to stop them.
Also, Rashiel did say here.
They got space to do that stuff. It's up 4-1 right now. Minute 20 left on the clock. Condors are looking real good.
Nice, good hard clear. Put Montgomery on the back foot. And now they're trying to make an attack. 1 minute left, 3 goals up. You can't get complacent. But you do want to start wasting time if you can.
Yeah.
Touches like that are going to do that. Clear that ball out of your own end to the side that your opponents aren't at. Force them just to waste a couple more seconds. Oh, Bart down.
Yeah, just couldn't quite get to the right spot in time.
I actually think if Rashiel kept his nose forward a little bit, he pulled it back a bit. If he actually kept it, didn't yaw as much as he did.
Had that much spinning.
Had that. Yeah. All right, Chunk. Get back on this. Again, I said complacency can be the downfall of all. Oh, missed there. Good save from 80 as the ball sails towards their end, which would have brought them into a 1-goal difference, making Montgomery a little more happy with their position. But now 20 seconds left. Montgomery, they'll have to try again. They're still he intercepts.
80.
He'll go for another double tap off the post, and there's a shot. To win this, and Condors East.
Dun, 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 dun.
Just taking off to the But even in game 2, again, we saw that are, more used to being on the offensive side of things, ball chasing a little bit. Chunk that also had to say, okay, I need to get in there a little faster because he's used to being. But they adjusted to that quickly, and they started to get it there. As I said, there's still so many more areas for them to clean up. But the fact that they started to get things in motion was very nice. And
it was a good looking start to
work.
it. Yeah, I liked what I saw. A lot of good aggressive power coming out, and it was not the game 5 that really impressed me with all those goals. It was the game 4 where they kept that power going in Montgomery's end. They kept it over there, passed it around, and denying Montgomery any ability. That's when I knew. I'm like, oh, they got it. They know what they're doing now. They got it. They ball.